YouTubes. The YouTubes. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Audio works. Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Yeesh. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Yeesh. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Yeesh, a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? You know what I mean? Yeesh. Happy Monday. Yeesh. Let's see how we're doing on x.com, aka Twitter. Let's see. All right. Ooh, we already got a request for KAPA by Bander Alanazi. Alanzi. Yes.
Alanzi.
Yes, Alanzi. Cool.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's get ourselves set up here, and then we will get that all ready for you. 1 second. All right, we're live on the Twitch. Good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. That'll be the first stonk we take a look at there. Will be KAPA. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's look at it right now. Let's look at it right now while we're getting everything set up. KAPA, very barcoded. Well, not really barcoded per se, but very consolidated. Currently below the VWAP, not a lot of volume going on. So KAPA does need some volume for it to really be so much Mexi to Mia. Let me get eyes on that floating volume for KAPA. Yes, let's see what it's got going on there. KAPA. KAPA has a float of 13 million? 13 million. All right, 13.9 million. Volume is 10.2 thousand. So right now the volume for it is very, very low. The float is a little bit on the heavy side. So quite frankly, it's as of this time. A lot of indecisive wicks going on here, very much so below the VWAP. And as for it being on the RSI, it was a bit overbought on the RSI earlier in the day, but has since kind of mellowed out. Was a little bit overbought here as well on this part of the map, and then kind of just went down a little bit more, and then pretty much just took a nosedive down. It's leaning more towards becoming oversold at this point, but it needs some volume for it to really be so much Maxi to Mia. So KAPA needs volume to break the VWAP. Yeesh. All right. Now, we're going to just get ourselves all set up. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's share it up. Yes, sir. All right. So, that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So, let me get everything all shared up here. Boom. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, as of now, Kappa, Not looking too schmexy to me. All right. Not schmexy. Let's see. 2023 Gainer says another week of dip buying gains. Thumbs up the video. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, brother. Hope you're having a great day, 2023 Gainer. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, sir. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. Let me get my stuff here. Okay. Let me make sure everything looks good here. Boom. All right. There we go. Let's get shared up. All right. There we go. Just getting everything shared up. But hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Yeesh. How was your weekend, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the chat. Let me know how your weekend was. By the way, SPRB is up 124%. That's what it says. Yeah, SPRB 124. That's another. Oh my, that's another bagger. Okay, another bagger that came up that we called SPRB S. Hold on, I need another pencil or pen. Give me that. Mine. SPRB. Another bagger up 124%. Yeah, be sure we get yeesh. Yeah. Wow. Another bagger, ladies and gentlemen. Got 2 baggers now. Just started. Hey, look, man. I mean, the doubles effect. The doubles effect, I tell you. It's the doubles effect. You know, I just got that. I got that about me. You know, I got it like that. I step into the building, and all of a sudden things start running. All right, let's take a look at SPRB. SPRB. Yeesh. All right. SPRB did have a nice move upward. Looks like it is creating a bit of a pennant, but let me just finish up here, and then we will get onto that right there. All right. So let me get started over here. Boom, right there. And let me see here. All right. There we go. Let's get that set up over here. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. All right. But yeah, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I got to basically just chill with my family, you know. Coach, DBL moms, I got to chill out. It was a little rainy this weekend, so we opted to stay home and chill, play some games. Coach and I played some Fortnite, played a horror game, got to spend time with the friends as well, got to spend time with friends. But yeah, that was basically the weekend, you know, just chilled out, read some books as well, you know. Had all sorts of fun, watched some TV, you know. I mean, that's really what you do during rainy days, you know what I mean? So, you know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that, ladies and gentlemen. It do be like that sometimes. Yeesh. Give me 1 second. 1 second. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200. Come on now. Yes, sir. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let me get everything set up over here. Boom. All right. Boom, right there. Pop, right there. All right. All right. Looking good. All right. All right, let's get it started. You ready to do your moms?
Yep.
All right. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes to regular ski. Other times she likes to get shot out the cannon and she goes, whee! And then other times she likes to, go and party and spend time with RBs and watch videos of puppies and kitties. And other times we throw in the stock market, she finds them A, B, C, Ds. She did call quite a few stonks like SOPA, CRML, and SPRB. We call her DBL Moms. Hey! Yeesh. Yeesh. So say hello to the people, DBL Moms.
Hello to the people.
All right.
Yeesh.
No hello to the people, DBL Moms? Oh,
I
okay.
figured I'd surprise you.
All right. I am surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. Why, thank you. SOPA, by the way, hit a high of 127. 127.
SOPA is 157.
157.
SOPA 157.
Oh, I mean SPRB. Excuse
SPRB
me.
is 154.
Yeah. SPRB is 124. 124. All right, so let me get this. Let's get started over here. Bop, right here. All right, let's take a look at the stonks we called. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, folks. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we called quite a few stonks this past weekend. All right. We called SOPA, SOPA. All right. We called that stonk, and it ran up a nice 157%. 157% right there, SOPA. All right. Yes, we called that one on Friday night, excuse me. And then we called SPRB, SPRB. We called that one this morning, I believe. And that one ran up a nice 124%. 124%. All right. We called another one. We called CRML, which ran up a nice 92%. 92%. Yeesh. We got that going on right there. What else we got? Let's see. FEMY, which ran up a nice 48%. That one ran up 48%. Bop right there. Boom. Got that going on. All right. We called AMDG, which ran up a nice 47%. 47% right there. Got that going on right there. Let's see what else we got. And we call BTTC, which ran up a nice 35%. 35%, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So that's what we got going on there. That's what we got going on there. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much what we got. Be sure to check out the 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started over here. Let's take a look at SPRB. SPRB, which recently ran up to 124%. 124% right there. So let's see what we got going on here. SPRB, all right. Currently, let's get a... And Bobo Beef says, howdy. Howdy, Bobo. Good morning. Yes, sir. How you doing, Bobo? Yeesh. All right. So currently, SPRB is above the VWAP right now. as of now, and needs to break the pennant right over here for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. SPRB ran up 124%. SPRB ran up 124%. Broke the VWAPA and needs to break the pennant. Yeesh, for it to be so much schmexy to mya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got that going on for SPRB. SPRB. Let's get a support and resistance line going on for SPRB right here. So bop right there and bop right there. So we got support at 792, 1061, 1272, 1420, 1568, and 1752. Resistance is at 2048. So that's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on over here. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to, by the way, to check out, to share, get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. SPRB is now moving up a little bit. It's moving up currently. Currently at this time, SPRB is moving up 127%, 127% curling off of the pennant right now. Bop right there. So it just broke through the high right over yeah. And DBL moms, get me eyes on SPRB, please. SPRB. All right. Currently up 139 now, 139%. And yeah, moving up, moving on up, moving on up. SPRB hit a new high of 139%. Yes. SPRB. Bobo Beep says made some cash on SOPA and Pally based on what you guys have said. Thank y'all very much. Much love, much love. Much love, much love, Bobo. All right, currently SPRB is now 143%. 143%. Yes, sir. All right. Alotybe says, hello, boss. Hope you're doing well. Please, UPWK. Yes, sir. Give us just a second, brother. 1 second, Alotybe. We will be right there with you. Yes. So currently SPRB is up 143%. New high. New high there. SPRB. SPRB. New high. Up 143%. So you got that going on there. Let's take a look at UPWK for Alotybe. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. UPWK. All right. So UPWK currently at this time does not have much in terms of the volume department, but it is currently above the VWAP. It is above the VWAP, but it's not very good in my opinion in terms of volume. Not very good in terms of volume, so it needs some volume for it to really be so much Mexi Tumya. Let's take a look at the volume for UPWK. UPWK. So you got that going on right there. Yes, UPWK. So UPWK needs some serious volume for it to be so much Mexi Tumya, but let me take a look at that volume. Take a look at that volume. Does it have any news? Does it have any news, UPWK? UPWK does not have any news as of today. We shall check the float and volume for the stock. Let's take a look at the float and volume, actually. Float is up. There we go. All right. Float is 91 million, so very, very heavy in terms of float. Extremely heavy in terms of float. Volume is 1.7 thousand, so very, very low volume as of now. Very, very high float. So not a stock that I really think is schmexy. Needs some serious volume for it to be so much Mexi to me. But right now, it is above the VWAP, but it really needs volume and a lot of it for it to really be so much Mexi to me. So let's take a look at ELPW. ELPW, because Junid asks thoughts on ELPW looking dry. Let me see. ELPW, let me see what we got going on here. ELPW currently pretty choppy in terms of what it looks like to me. It looks a bit choppy to me. So as of now, let me see here. Let me actually zoom out a little bit, get some support and resistance lines for you. Support and resistance lines should help here. All right, so right now, right there. Okay, so let me get this. Boom. All right, and boom, right there. So you got support at 36 cents, 41 cents, 45 cents, 47 cents, and 50. So basically you got support all the way up to 45 cents. Then you got 47 cents, 50 cents, 53 cents, and 59 cents, all of which are basically resistance lines. So as of now, this stunk is also below the VWAP right now. It is below the VWAP. So let's take a look over here. It has a bit of a pennant being formed. It's a massive pennant. So it's a bit of a pennant that's being formed right over right over here. So really, it's below the VWAP, needs to break the pennant for it to be so much mexy to Mia. Let me take a look at the float and volume right now. Let's take a look at the float and volume. Let's take a look at the float and volume for ELPW. ELPW. All right. All right. Again, a little bit choppy. So let's take a look here. Float is currently 30 million, which is a little bit on the heavy side. Volume is 577,000. So very, very low in terms of volume, heavy in terms of float. So we got that going on right there. Alatibi says, appreciate it, boss. Yeah, man. No problem. No problem, Alatibi. Anytime. Anytime. Yeah. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our $9.99 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Yeesh. Link to join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. You're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. So, what else we got? What else we got going on here? All right, let me add them. All right, ELPW needs to break. ELPW needs volume and to break the pennant. Yesh. That's what needs to go on with ELPW for it to be so much mexy to Mia. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Share party. All right, let's get up to 500. Let's get to 500. Yes, sir. All right. And let's take a look at some other stocks that have been requested so far. Let's take a look at OPEN. OPEN, that one has been a fan favorite for some time. So let's take a look at it, ladies and gentlemen. We shall take a look at OPEN. Yeesh. All right. So OPEN currently had a bit of a cup and handle, and seemingly moved up after the fact, but it did have a bit of a cup and handle, in my opinion, right here. So let's take a look over here. Bop. All right. Had a bit of a cup right over here. Around here. Yeah, give me 1 second. There we go. Boom. A little bit of a cup around here, right over here, and then a tiny handle right around here. But it didn't really take, and then it just shot up off the VWAP very heavily. Had just a major price spike over here. Bop, right over here. And that was pretty much what we had going on there. Junie says, I appreciate the breakdown. No problem, man, of course. So, OPEN did have a bit of a cup and handle going on over here. Very pretty big gap between this part of the cup and this part of the handle, but it was a cup and handle. Was a bit below the VWAP. Now just shot up and had a major price spike above the VWAP, so we got that going on there. So OPEN currently had a price spike. OPEN price spike on above VWAP. Yes. Go, baby. Yes, sir. Junie says, might have to cut my losses on ELPW. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. But hey, you know what? There's always other opportunities over there, man. There's always opportunities. There's always other opportunities. You just got to look for them. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at SOPA. SOPA. Currently, SOPA did have a move up 157%. We called that one on Friday. We called SPRB. That one ran up a nice 124%. We called that one this morning. So we got that going on right there. Actually, it didn't run up 124. It ran up 143. Excuse me. Yes, that was 143. 143. Yes, so SPRB, we did call that one. It ran up a nice 143%. Again, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. I mean, you get access to this beautiful scanner right over here that helps us actually find out and check on the stonks that are actually moving. So you could actually see that. You can see which stocks are moving up in terms of percentage change, whether they're moving up or down, the ticker, the price, the volume, the float, and it even does this stuff minute by minute. Gives you hyperlinks to the stocks as they come out and what stocks are being looked at by the scanner. You even get access to the newsroom as well, which gives you access to all sorts of news right over here, and basically gives you access to hyperlinks, which give you access to news articles, and you get little hyperlinks within the articles for more information, as well as the tickers that are affected by said news within the articles, which you also get hyperlinks to, so you could actually check on the float volume, all that good stuff, and the charts for these tickers that are being affected by the stock market. It's a pretty good tool, if I do say so myself. So yeah, that's pretty much what you got going on there. That's what you got going on there. And to top it off, you get a wonderful community to collaborate with and all that good stuff. And to top it off, you get access to our real-time alerts, meaning our ticker tape, which basically is the stocks that we are currently looking at the time. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on there. SOPA, SOPA. Let's see what we got going on here with SOPA. Bot right there. A little bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D going on with SOPA. Another one right over here. All right, and another one right over Mya. And then has a bit of a pennant going on right over here, and it has to break that pennant. Currently is above the VWAPA. SOPA above the VWAPA. Needs to break the pennant as well, so we got that going on right there. SOPA, SOPA needs to break the VWAP for it to be so much max. Actually, no, it needs to break the pennant, not the VWAP. It needs to break the pennant for it to be so much maxi to Mya. But right now, it is kind of consolidating in that pennant, so we need to see it break that pennant for it to really be so much maxi to Mya. Currently, the 9 EMA is not intersected with the VWAP, so we'll see what happens there. We shall see what happens. But SOPA needs to break through a little bit. Had a nice high of 157%, had a nice high of 157%, and is currently above the VWAP as of now. Was a bit overbought in the RSI at times, but currently is not overbought or oversold in the RSI. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens with SOPA. SOPA. Let's take a look at ONMD. ONMD. ONMD had a bit of a heavy float, a little bit of a heavy float, so we got that going on right there. Let's zoom in the room right over here. Let's get some support and resistance lines going. Pop and bop right there. All right, so we got support at the, hold on, right there. We got support at the 143 mark, $1.43, and resistance at 153, so it's kind of channeling a little bit between those two. All right, currently, though, it has a bit of a pennant going on here, so that's what we got going on. That is what we got going on over here. Bop. Had a shot up over here. A little bit of a pennant. So we got that going on right there. It needs to break above the pennant for it to really be so much maxi to Mya. ONMD. ONMD. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. There we go. So, ONMD needs to break the pennant for it to really be so much maxi to Mya. ONMD. But it is, and also needs to break the VWAP too. So ONMD needs to break the pennant and the VWAP to become so much maxi to Mya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 800. 800. Come on now. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? What else we got? POAI. POAI. Let's see what they got going on for POAI. All right, POAI, not a lot in terms of the volume department. Not a lot of volume. Needs to break through the volume right there for POAI. POAI currently has a float of 755,000. Volume is 28,000. So, not a lot in terms of float or volume. So, but the float is above the volume. So, you got that going on right there. So, POAI needs volume to break the VWAP. Otherwise, it's not Shmexy Tumya. Let's see what we got going on here. What else we got? What else we got? Let's see here. All right, let's see what other stonks we could look at here. All right. Let's see here. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Let's see. CRML. Let's see here. CRML. All right. So that's what we got going on there. All right. So CRML currently fell below the VWAP, right there. Not looking too schmexy to me. Not looking too schmexy right now. Let me take a look at the little graffiti pencil over here. Really needs to break that downtrend right over MIA for it to be so much schmexy to me. Looks like it's trying to curl a bit to try to break the downtrend, but we'll see what happens right there. We shall see what happens. CRML doesn't look too schmexy as of now. Needs to break the downtrend for it to be somewhat schmexy to MIA. So CRML needs to break the downtrend to become so much schmexy to MIA. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Let's get to that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. And bless you, DBL moms. Yeesh. Yeesh. All right. What else we got? DBL moms? Show me some stuff. All right. AMDL seems to be doing some stuff here. Let's see what AMDL's up to. AMDL. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Currently, AMDL does not want to cooperate. Give me. Hey. AMDL. Behave yourself. Hello. Oh, let me see what we got. Let me see about CRML. I'm doing a refresh. Yeah, it's just being a pain in the butt. Yes. All right, there we go. Oh, look at SOPA. SOPA is curling off the pennant right now. Whee! All right, SOPA is curling off the pennant a little bit, so we got that going on right there. SOPA curling off the pennant right now. SOPA curling off the pennant. Yeesh. That's what we got going on there. SOPA curling off the pennant right now. Can it continue? Needs to remain friends with the uptrend, ladies and gentlemen. Currently above the VWAP, though, so that's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on. Needs to break through some support resistance lines as well. Let me get some support resistance lines right over here. Okay, let's see here. Bop right there. And bop right there. All right, so currently SOPA has support at the 294 mark, needs to break through 335 and then $4 for it to really be so much schmexy to MIA. Yes, sir. All right. So that's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on. All right, needs to break through 335, then $4 for it to really be so much schmexy to MIA. And it looks like it's trying to test the resistance right now. So SOPA trying to test resistance. SOPA trying to test resistance. Yeesh. Let's get another share party going. Let's get to 1,100. 1,100, ladies and gentlemen. Much love. Let's get it. All right. AMDL. Let's see. Let's try step 2. Yeesh. There we go. Finally. All right. So AMDL currently on a bit of an uptrend. A little bit of a choppy one, but nothing crazy, nothing too nuts over here. All we really needed to do is just stay friends with the trend right over MIA for it to be so much schmexy to MIA. AMDL needs to remain friends with the trend as of now. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gents. We shall see what happens. So AMDL on the uptrend. Yeesh. So that's what we got going on there with AMDL currently. Let's get some support and resistance lines going on here. Support and resistance lines, bop, right over here. Boom. All right. So we got support at 1675, resistance at 1857. Needs to break that 1857 mark for it to really be so much schmexy to MIA. It looks like it's trying to test it, though. It looks like it's trying to test it a little bit. So we got that going on right there. A little bit consolidated below the 1857 mark. So it is testing the high a day. We shall see what happens. AMDL up 70%, though. AMDL up 70%. Testing the high. Yeesh. All right. All right, all right, all right. What else we got here? AMUU. AMUU. All right. AMUU also on a bit of an uptrend here. A little bit of couple of slightly indecisive wicks going on here. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Boom. And boom. Right there. All right. So, AMUU. AMUU. All right. Needs to remain friends with the trend because AMUU is also on a bit of an uptrend, but it is starting to consolidate a little bit. So AMUU needs to remain friends with the trend. Let's get some support and resistance lines right over here. Bop right there and bop right there. All right, so also very, very expensive stock, AMUU. Very expensive. It's $72. Very expensive. So not a stock that I personally like, but AMUU is there. So currently it has to hold above 65.50. Needs to break through 72.90 for it to really be so much maxi to mya. But I mean, again, it's pretty heavy in terms of cost. So it's a little expensive. So is a bit overbought in the RSI as well. So we got that going on right there. But needs to break through the 72.90 mark for it to really be so much maxi to mya. So AMUU needs to break the resistance line and form a new high of day. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. All right. AMDL. Let's see what they got going on. All right. I already did that one. Which one was it? AMDG? AMDG, I think. Which one? Where's there we go. AMDG. Also, AMDG. AMDG. Looks like it's doing a little bit of a move upward as well. Similar thing going on here for AMDG. Yeesh. So currently AMDG on the uptrend as well. Again, a little bit choppy in terms of the uptrend, just having a little bit of an uptrend going on here. But it is also a little bit consolidated, so we got that going on as well. Bing right here, and then boom right there. So we got support at 31.63 and then 35.21. Those are support. That is the support line, 31.63. Resistance is at 35.21. AMDG currently testing the resistance and high of day. AMDG testing resistance and the high of the day. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see here. So AMUU. Let's take a look at that one. All right, still on the uptrend. Still on the uptrend. It needs to break through the 72.90 mark over there for it to really be so much maxi to mya. AMUU needs to break the high of day and remain friends with the trend. Yeesh. That's what AMUU needs to do right there. SPRB now 218%. Wow. Alrighty there. Hello. Hello, nurse. All right. Well. Oh my, it's still going. DB Mom, show me the screen. Show me the screen. SPRB. 292. 298. 308. Yes, sir. 315. Oh my. SPRB 315%. Hey, look at that. I mean, hey, what can I say? SPRB. Call that this morning. SPRB 315%. Yes, up 315%, ladies and gentlemen. 315%. New high of day, baby. Bagger after bagger. Yes. All right. New high of day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my. All right, but it is forming a bit of a double top. It did have a nice shot upward, but is now forming a bit of a double top there. So it needs to break above that 32.58 mark. Needs to break through the 32.58 mark right there. So SPRB did hit a high of 315%. 315% right there. 315%. All right. But it did have a nice movement upward there. Yes. So let me get the graffiti pencil. Bop. Bop right there. And then bop right there. Boom. All right. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. SPRB did a nice ABCD pattern. So you got that going on right there. Needs to remain friends with the trend, but right now has a big old top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tails. All right. So SPRB did shoot up nicely. He's a bit overbought on the RSI. So we'll see what happens over here. We shall see what happens. Has to hold above that 32.58 mark right there. It needs to break to 36.91 for it to be so much mexy to mya. But yes, currently SPRB did have a nice shot upward. So yeah, we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little bit of a sell-off too. I mean, hey, it just shot up 315%. I mean, hey, some people just want to take their profits and go home. Has to hold about $30.07. Needs to break through 36.91 for it to really be so much mexy to mya. But yeah, that's what we got going on right there. That's what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Maybe. Maybe. It's possible. It is entirely possible. SPRB, hey, needs to do its thing right there. We shall see. We shall see. Yeesh. All right. So, SPRB ran up a nice 315%. Boom, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,600. 1,600, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 1,600. All right. So, SPRB, we got that going on right there. SOPA. SOPA. Let me see here. And right, let's see. SOPA. SOPA. All right. SOPA did have a bit of a... It tried to test the resistance at 335 and then kind of just fell down below it. So currently it's got that going on right there. Had a bit of an uptrend here. All right. A little bit of an uptrend. Then proceeded to have a double top right around here at the 335 mark. Boom. And is now currently trying to... It's currently consolidating a little bit. But you got this little line right over here. So this little line is going to kind of give us an idea. But currently the 9 EMA. What? Let's see what happened. All right. SOPA, though, needs to break the resistance. SOPA needs to break the resistance and the double top. Yes. So we got that going on. Up. SPRB looks like it's trying to do something again. Can it continue? What's going on over here? Ooh. Let's see. SPRB. Keep an eye on the DBL moms. keep one eye on that stunk, another eye on the ticker on the percentage, and with the other eye, watch me. All right, SPRB currently climbing, ladies and gentlemen. Currently climbing back up. SPRB climbing on upward. So we got that going on. SPRB climbing upward, ladies and gents. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, SPRB doing its thing, climbing on up. That's what we got going on right there. That's what we got going on. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right. Well, yeesh. Let's see here. SPRB, bit of a double top going, a little bit of a double top. Needs to break that double top right over Mia at the 34.77 mark. Irfan says FEMY, Foxtrot Echo Mike Yankee. Let's see. FEMY, currently FEMY. Let's take a look at the float and volume for FEMY. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeesh. All right. So let's see what we got here. So FEMY did have a bit of a double top over here, but it did curl its way on up past that double top right there. So it went up, right? Went back down a little bit, had some consolidation below the VWAP, then formed a nice little A to B right here, B to C, C to D. All right. Then formed a nice little descending wedge. Well, not really a nice little descending wedge. It was just a descending wedge. A bit of a pennant, actually, over here. So right now it's currently consolidated below the VWAP. So FEMY needs to break the pennant and needs to break the VWAP for it to really be so much maxi to meow. Let me see if it's got any news or float. Let me take the float first. Float is 23.9 million. Volume is 23.9 million, but it's just below the float. So it is just below the float a little bit. So that's what you got going on right there. As of now, FEMY does have a bit of a low float, but nothing too crazy. Let's see if it's got any news going on for it. No news. No news as of now. No news as of now. But currently, it needs to break the pennant for it to really be so much maxi to meow. So FEMY, Foxtrot Echo Mike Yankee needs to break the pennant and the VWAP to become somewhat schmexy to meow. FEMY. So needs to break that pennant and VWAP and needs to just get some more volume. Needs a little bit more volume for it to break through the float, and then needs more volume to kind of just go past that float. So you got that going on right there. So yeah, that's what we got there. All right. So what else we got here? There was SANM. How is that doing right there? Let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 16. Let's get to 1700. 1700, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. All right. Let's see here. Right here. All right. So SANM currently has a pretty little gappy in terms of the movement, but did have a bit of a pennant going on over here, curled up above the VWAP. So it's currently above the VWAP, but needs to break the pennant off the ABCD mark right there. So you got that going on. SANM needs to break the VWAP off of the needs to break the pennant off of the VWAP, actually. Pennant off of the VWAP. Very pricey as well at $165. Very, very pricey. So not my kind of stock, but not something I really like. LPTX. Let's see what that one's doing right now. LPTX moving on low, well, had a bit of a move on low volume. Had a price spike, but then proceeded to kind of just go, kaputski. You know what I mean? So LPTX, price spike on low volume. needs volume. Yeah, needs volume. Especially, very much so. Needs a lot of volume because that was a major top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBO moms. We like the bottom tails. All right, let's take a look at BTTC. BTTC. All right, so BTTC currently below the VWAP right now. Currently below the VWAP. So we got that going on right there. Needs to break that descending wedge. Very much so below the VWAP right over here. So it needs to break the descending wedge. It needs to break the VWAP for it to really be so much mexy to meow. But right now, it is currently on the descending wedge. So it needs to break that downtrend there. It needs to break the downtrend. BTTC needs to break the downtrend and the VWAP with volume. With authority. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Alrighty. Yeesh. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1800. Come on now. 1800. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeesh, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it right now. Yeah. All right. So what else we got here? All right. So let's take a look at SPRB again. SPRB. Someone actually requested it again. We did call it earlier today. Now currently forming a bit of a little bit of a pennant right over here. A little bit of a descending wedge, actually. A little bit right there. Bop, right there. So a little bit of a descending wedge right over here. Looks like it's trying to curl though off the descending wedge. So SPRB potential curl. SPRB potential curl. High tests. High test. Let's go, baby. All right. SPRB potential curl high test, ladies and gentlemen. Got a bit of a high test going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1900. 1900. Yes. Let's take a look at LPTX. Right there. LPTX. Let's see what they got going on. AMUU. AMUU. All right. All right. Still moving its way on up. Still friends with the trend somewhat. AMUU currently moving on up here. That's what we got going on. AMUU on the uptrend still. Consolidating below resistance. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right, there we go. AMUU still needs to stay. It needs to break through that little 72.90 mark right there for it to really be so much maxi to me. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. 1 second. All right, there we go. Yeesh. Alrighty. Hold on 1 second. Boom. And boom. Yeesh. There we go. 1 second. Make sure everything's schmexy. Yeesh. So yeah, there we go. Right there. All right. Oh, AMUU just broke through the resistance. How high are they right now? Let's see what they're doing. AMUU just broke the resistance a little bit. Broke through the resistance. Again, pretty expensive stock. Not my style normally. Not something I normally look at. But it is moving upwards, so I will give it that right there. So AMUU broke through the resistance a little bit. AMUU now up. How much is it? 74%? 74%. AMUU, new high. Broke the resistance. Up 74%. New high of day. There you go. So AMUU currently doing its thing right there. AMDG, AMDG, boom, right there. All right. All right. AMDG broke through the resistance as well. Hit 35.69 around there. Still on the uptrend a little bit. Has a bit of a red candle right over here, but still moving up a little bit. All right. AMDG, new high. How high is it? AMDG?
AMDG is
Again, another expensive stock. It is 35 bucks.
73%.
Yep, 73%. So, AMDG up 73%.
At $14.94.
AMDG, new high of day, up 73%. 73%. Right there. Boom, right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Stanky Stonks asks, what trading platform are you using? Well, in order for you to actually find that out, you'd have to check out the 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for $9.99. Link joins the description down below as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. All right. So, yeesh. Let me see what we got going on over here. Let's take a look at LPTX. LPTX. Yeah, still, yeah. LPTX needs a lot of volume. Not looking schmexy. LPTX needs volume to become somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. All right. CRML. Let's see what they're doing right now. CRML looks like it's trying to curl up off the downtrend. Needs to break. Looks like it's trying to break the downtrend right now. So we got that going on right there. CRML attempting to break the downtrend. Yeesh. There we go. All right. So it looks like it's trying to curl off that downtrend just a little bit right there. Breaking the downtrend a little bit. Needs to break through the VWAP right over here at 1285, but currently is up 1156. So we got that going on right there. But right now, not feeling the stonk too much. Not feeling it. We'll see what happens, though. We shall see what happens. All right. So, what else we got here? What else we got? Let's see. And let's get a share party going, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 2100. 2100. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, we got that going on right there. All right. So, CRML currently curling up off that downtrend right there. We shall see what goes on. But right now, let's see what is happening with MEI. Someone requested MEI. Mike Echo India. Let's see what we got going on here. Not a lot in terms of volume. Very indecisive wicks going on here. MEI, very choppy. Above the VWAP, though, I will give it that, but very choppy. A lot of indecisive wicks. MEI needs volume. MEI needs volume to stay above the VWAP. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Yeesh. Let's get a share party going, by the way. Let's get to 2200. Come on now. 2200. Let's see what we got going on here. What else we got? Someone requested JEPI. That's JP Morgan. All right, why not? I'll take a look at JEPI. All right, JEPI, very choppy. Very choppy, JEPI. Not something I trade myself. JEPI. Not something very interesting to me. So, not feeling it. Not feeling this one. Not feeling this one. JEPI needs volume to break the VWAP. It just needs volume in general, but it needs volume to break the VWAP as well. So you got that going on right there. JEPI. All right. SPRB, let's see how they're doing right there. SPRB, again, looks like it's trying to curl. Oh my, hold on. SPRB, how high is it? SPRB. SPRB.
SPRB.
321.
Wow.
New high.
New high.
New high.
New
Hey, I mean,
high.
wow. SPRB 321%. There we go. It's continuing. SPRB.
Oh my.
New high.
Yes, sir.
Up 321%. Yes, sir. So you got that going on right there.
21%.
SPRB.
Oh my goodness.
Looking beautiful. Looking schmexy.
SPRB 321%.
We called that one earlier this morning. Very much so earlier this morning.
Yes, we did.
Now up 321%. 322. 322. 322%. All right. SPRB 322%. There we go. SPRB now up 322%. Right there. Yesh. Looking beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Looking beautiful. Needs to remain friends with the trend. Curled up off that descending wedge right there. Boom. Made a nice curl. 322%. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see what the new new resistance line actually is. Now let's see, 38.95. That is what they got for new resistance line right there. So 38.95 is the resistance. Currently trying to test that resistance right now, but we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. AMUU again, very heavily priced stock, very high priced stock. So not the biggest fan, but it did break through a little bit, so it is currently curling up a little bit still. AMUU remains friends with the trend, so you got that going on right there. AMUU remaining friends with the trend. Yes. Yes, so you got that going on right there. Boom. All right. Yes. All right. Yes. Hey, I mean, it be like that sometimes. ONMD, ONMD, ONMD. ONMD currently still consolidated just above the VWAP this time. Still consolidated just above the VWAP, so you got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Still consolidated, but did break through the VWAP. So ONMD currently doing that stuff right there. Boom. ONMD currently consolidated above the VWAP. Yesh. So you got that going on right there. Boom. All right. ARBK. ARBK seems to be moving a little bit. Low volume, heavy float. Let's see what goes on. ARBK moving up on low volume. Moving up on some low volume there. On the uptrend on low volume. So ARBK moving up on low volume there. So it's on the uptrend right now. So there we go. ARBK moving up on low volume. Yeesh. So you got that going on right there. Boom. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. ARBK currently moving up on some low volume. We'll see what happens here. Has a bit of a top tail, DBL moms. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails. Yesh. And we are just 6 minutes away from the bell. The bell. The bell. It effins me. From the hunchback. That's from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, man. Come on now. It's the bell, man. The bell. I'm ringing the bell. Ah. Can't ring the bell no more. Wow. All right. ARBK running. Still climbing up right there on some low volume ARBK. ARBK. ARBK running. Yesh. Yesh. So let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going to 2,600. Let's get to 2,600, ladies and gentlemen. Yesh. Yeesh.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. All right. All right. ARBK. Let's see. Another stock that was just requested is OR. Okay, OR. Or OR. Okay. Ooh, very low in terms of volume. Needs volume. OR needs a lot of volume.
It needs some vitamin V.
OR needs volume. It's just like a bunch of just indecisive wicks.
It's just little points there.
Little dashes. All right. What else was requested? AGI. AGI. All right. Ooh, yep. AGI. Not a lot going on there. AGI. Very choppy. AGI. Very choppy. Needs volume. Needs volume, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. What else do we got here? All right. EE. 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 All right. EE. All right.
I think of the tickers for these stocks. Don't they know? It's like
EE.
it's really strange.
It's $0. Not. Oh no, it's $25. EE. Very choppy. Very choppy. Yes, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on YouTube at Coaching Money right there. So be sure to subscribe there because we do a lot of videos and lots of shorts and all sorts of cool stuff there. And we stream there too. Yeah, so be sure to check us out.
Yeah, ring that bell for the notifications too.
So EE, very choppy. Very choppy. Yeesh. All right. There we go. So, EE, very choppy right now. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. But right now, not feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. Not feeling EE. Not feeling it. EE. Not feeling it. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Let's see how SOPA is doing. SOP. And we're just 2 minutes away from the bell. The bell, you know what I mean? The bell. Yeesh. Yeesh, the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away. So, let's get some support. Let's get, looks like another pennant right over here on SOPA. SOPA. Needs to break the pennant. Needs to break the pennant. SOPA. Needs to break that pennant for it to really be so much mexy to me. So, SOPA needs to break the pennant. Yeesh. SOPA needs to break the pennant. All right. Needs to break that pennant for it to really be so much maxi to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? And let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,900. 2,900. Come on now. 2,900. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're just 1 minute away. 1 minute away from the ding dings. SPRB. How's SPRB doing? A little consolidated. That's fine. I mean, it'd be like that. A little bit consolidation. A little bit of consolidation. Had a nice move, though. I will give it that. Had a nice move. Consolidation at the 35, 31 mark right there. Needs to break through that for it to really be so much maxi to mya. Yeesh. Yeesh. So you got that going on right there. All right. SPRB. Bell time. Ringy dingy. The ding dong happened. Ding dong. It do the wee woo. Okay. Let's see. SPRB. Currently doing his thing right there. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on right there. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. All right. Let's see here. SPRB. All right. All right, all right, all right. We shall see. We shall see. Right now, let's see what we got going on here. What do we got? Ooh, SPRB moving up. Oh, wait. Wait a minute now. It's just forming a double bottom, a double top again. It went up and then it went back down and it was like, ah! And then just like stopped.
Yeah.
Wow. No, it's not a false alarm. It shot up and then it just went back down. That's what it did. That's what I did. CRML. Let's see what CRML is up to. Yeesh. CRML. Let's see how CRML is doing. CRML currently curling its way on up towards that VWAP, though. I will give it credit. It is moving up. Actually, has a bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D going on. A to B. All right, you got B to C. Then you got C to D right there. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D curling its way on up. CRML curling its way on up to the VWAPA ABCD pattern. So you got that going right there. Looks like it's going to try to get to that VWAP. It's trying to like reach out to it a little bit. A little bit of reaching. A little bit of reachage. IONR. Let's see what they got going on right there. IONR currently on a choppy uptrend on low volume. Uptrend on low volume right there. All right. IONR uptrend on very low volume. All right. IONR uptrend on low volume. Yes. So they got that going on right there. CRML. All right, still trying to do his thing right there. CRML. ONMD. Let's see what ONMD is up to. ONMD. All right. ONMD. There we go. Needs to break the pennant. Still needs to break that pennant for it to really be so much maxi tumya. ONMD needs to break above the pennant. Needs to break above the pennant and the VWAP to become so much maxi tumya. Yes. So you got that going on right there. Boom. All right. All right. SOPA. Let's see what they got going on right here. SOPA trying to break above the pennant right now. Trying to break above that pennant, so we'll see what happens. All right. SOPA trying to break the pennant. Yes. All right. Trying to break that pennant. We'll see what happens. CRML. Let's see what they got going on. Again, still moving, still climbing. CRML needs to break that VWAP. CRML trying to climb towards the VWAP. Yes. All right. There we go. CRML. Boom. All right. Oh, just broke the VWAP CRML. It just tested it and broke it a little bit. Oh my. Okay. CRML testing and slightly breaking the VWAPA. Yes. So we got that going on there. Boom. CRML, CRML. All right. ARBK, ARBK. ARBK needs to break the descending wedge over here. Boom. Let's see what we got going on here. Bot right there. All right. ARBK, ARBK needs to break the descending wedge. Yes. Needs to break that descending wedge right there. CRML, ARBK, ONMD, ONMD, ONMD. Let's see what we got going on here. ONMD needs to break, is trying to break above the pennant right now. ONMD trying to break above the pennant. Trying to break above the pennant right now, so we'll see what happens there. ONMD trying to break the pennant. Yes, so let's see what we got going on there. ONMD trying to break that pennant. All right, so we need to keep that going right there. Yes. SOPA again. SOPA. Let's see what we got going on. All right, still on a bit of a moving downward. Needs to break the descending wedge. SOPA. So we got that going on right there. SOPA needs to break the descending wedge. All right. Yes, and let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,300. Yes, 3,300, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get it. Yes, sir. All right. All right. SPRB now moving up. SPRB moving up. 343%. 343% SPRB. Show me SPRB. Yes. 343%. New high a day. New high a day. SPRB now 343%. Oh, yeah. SPRB new high of day up 343% right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. 343%. 343% right there. SPRB. All right. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Testing the high a day. Again. Woo. Oh my. SPRB. Wham. All right. Yeah, I mean, it be like that sometimes. SPRB. 343. Yes. Yes. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get a share party going, by the way. Let's get to 3,500. 3,500. Let's get to 3,500, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 3,500. Let's see how AMDL is doing. AMDL. Let's see how AMDL is doing. Hold on. It's doing its thing right here. Ah, there we go. AMDL currently broke the high again, but then proceeded to kind of make a pennant. Made a bit of a spectacle of itself. It has a bit of a double bottom now. All right. AMDL broke the resistance and then dropped, forming a double bottom. Yes. All right. So got that going on right there. Looks like he's trying to curl off that double bottom. We'll see what happens there. AMDL, CRML. Let's see. Oh my. Hold on, give it a second. I'm on CRML. Come on. You can do it. Come to Papa. Come on. Come on. It's loading. There we go. CRML broke the VWAP. Broke the VWAP fully. There we go. CRML broke the VWAP. Now on an uptrend. Yeesh. All right. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,600. Yeesh. Let's get it. ONMD. All right. ONMD. Let's see what we got going on over here. All right. Okay. All right here. ONMD currently still needs to try to break that VWAP and break the pennant. So we still got that going on right there. It's testing the VWAP though. ONMD testing the VWAP and the pennant. Yesh. So you got that going on right there. Boom. All right. All right. SOPA again. SOPA. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,600. All right. SOPA. All right. Currently still breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. It's currently breaking down a little bit. Currently broke down below the VWAP. Needs to break the VWAP again. SOPA needs to break that downtrend. Needs to break the downtrend and the VWAP. Yes, so SOPA needs to do those things for it to be so much maxi to me. But so far SOPA has disappointed me. It's disappointed me. ARBK. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get some water. There we go. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. All right. All right. So that's what we got going on right there. All right. So that's some good water, by the way. All righty. Let's get a share party going, too. Let's get the 3,700. 3,700. Let's see what we got going on over here. All right. So ARBK still needs to break that descending wedge and needs to break that VWAP. Looks like it broke through the VWAP. Is trying to test the descending wedge right now. So ARBK testing the descending wedge, broke the VWAP. Yesh. So we got that going on right there. Boom, right there. There we go. Yes, sir. All right. What else we got here? ARBK. Let's see. All right. SOPA. See how that's doing. SOPA. All right. Curled above. Oh, broke the downtrend a little bit. Formed a double bottom. Broke the downtrend. So you got that going on right there. SOPA formed a double bottom. Broke the downtrend. All right. Formed a double bottom and broke the downtrend and the VWAP. Yesh. So SOPA did that very nicely right there. CRML. Give it a second. There we go. Still curling its way on up a little bit. Still curling its way on up. A little bit of... Oh, never mind. Still curling its way on up. CRML. Still on the curl off that ABCD pattern. Yeesh. That's fine. That's fine. It be like that, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, let's see here. What else we got? What else we got? Up, CRML now kind of choppy there. A little choppy. Still on the uptrend, though. We'll see what happens there. AMDL. AMDL. Let's see what AMDL's up to. All right. AMDL currently moving downwards. Has to hold above the VWAPA for it to really be so much maxi to me. But let's see what happens over here. Let's see what happens over here. Boom. All right. And boom. Right there. AMDL. Yeesh.
Let's get a share party, everybody.
Yeesh. Let's get a share party going. All right. AMDL needs to break the descending wedge. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeesh. So, let's see. Let's see what ARBK is doing. ARBK. All right, let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,900, 3,900. Yes, it's broke through the descending, the descending wedge there. The descending wedge there. ARBK broke the descending wedge and the VWAP. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. ARBK broke the descending wedge and the VWAPA. Yes. There we go. Boom. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So, currently climbing its way on up. ARBK. Stretching right now. Give me a second. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good stretch. All right. So, yeah, let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,900. 3,900. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on right here. CRML. Someone wants to look at CRML. Let's see what CRML says. CRML. Let's see. All right. CRML still on that uptrend, baby. All right. Still on that ABCD uptrend. CRML still on that ABCD uptrend, baby. Yeesh. So got that going on there. SPRB. Oh my. Let's see what SPRB is. Check SPRB.
SPRB.
Oh my.
SPRB.
New high? 415%? 415%.
It just gapped.
Yes.
It gapped.
Yes. 415%.
Oh my goodness.
All right. 415%. SPRB. SPRB.
SPRB.
All right.
450.
New high.
Is that what you
415. 415. New high.
Wow.
Up 415%. Up 415%. Yeesh. All right. Yes, sir. SPRB up 415%. All right. Actually, 417%. Excuse me. 417%. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. SPRB hit a high. Hold on. Hit a high of 417%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. There we go. SPRB moved up nicely there. All right. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? Let's get a share party going. Let's get the four. Actually, wait. Up. Wait, it's that time. It's that time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. Check on ARBK, by the way. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yeah, so that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, be sure to check that out. $9.99 for the first 4 days, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yes. Yeesh. Right there. Yeah. So that's what we got going on right there. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, be sure to check out our YouTube at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us there. We are at Coaching Money. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can find us there. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. Remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. ARBK still moving up. 94%. Yes, sir. All right. ARBK up 94%. And wait. Check it again. Check it again. Might be a bagger. What? Yep, it is a bagger. 105. ARBK, new bagger. ARBK, new bagger. All right. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our YouTube at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. Be sure to check out our X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. Oh, ARBK just became a bagger. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We do lots of shorts. We do lots of awesome stuff there. You can see all that cool stuff. ARBK, new bagger. All right. Up 107%. 107%. And climbing. Take a look. See how high it is. All right. Hey, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, all right. All right. So, ARBK new bagger, by the way. Yes. So, you can find us on our YouTube channel at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on our X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coaching Money, where we do lots of live streaming and lots of stonk reviews, stonk analysis, and other beautiful things there as well. So you can find us there. You can find us on our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on TikTok, Tiki-Taki, a.k.a. The Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And of course, you can find us on our Twitch as well, where we do lots of live streaming at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. Yes. So that's what we got going on right there. 3 baggers for the day so far, ladies and gentlemen. 3 and climbing, 3 and counting, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, be sure to check out that 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. Be sure to check it out, ladies and gents. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And obviously, make your mark. You are indelibles. Leave your mark. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all the support and all the love, all that good stuff right there. We love you guys. We love you guys, and obviously I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes to get shot out the cannon, and she goes, whee! Other times she likes to go to RBs, watch videos of puppies and kitties. Sometimes she also likes to steal my low mean. And yeah. So, she also did call some wonderful stocks like SOPA, ARBK, and SPRB. We call her DBL Moms. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. So, much love, everybody. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Bye-bye.